What to do when someone asks you to borrow money. Imagine you have a friend named Marcos, and he suddenly gets the crazy idea to buy a motorcycle but has no money. First, he visits his cousin Esteban and tells him bluntly that he needs to borrow $1,000. Esteban feels very uncomfortable. The only money he has is the savings for a car. He doesn't want to touch it, but he doesn't want to look bad to his cousin either. Finally, after much insistence and promising to pay him back as soon as he can, Esteban agrees to lend him money without asking any more questions. Unfortunately, Esteban did not know the 3 rules that I will soon share with you. Then, Marcos arrives at your house. He also tells you that he needs to borrow $1,000. After some digging around, you find out that the loan is to buy a motorcycle and work as a food delivery man. The idea doesn't sound too bad, so you hand over the only $1,000 you have in your emergency fund. You agree that he will pay you $100 every first day of the month, and in 10 months, he will pay off the debt. Finally, Marcos arrives at Benjamin's house and tells him that he wants to buy a motorcycle and that he needs a loan of $1,000. Benjamin agrees to lend him the money he had saved for his orthodontics, but he makes the following condition. Well, my dear friend, I'll give you 4 months to pay me back the money. If you don't comply, then from this date onwards you will have to pay me 5% interest. Who do you think our friend will pay first? If I had to choose, I would probably pay Benjamin first because no one likes to pay additional costs. Second, he would pay you because they agreed on a fixed payment date. Lastly, I would pay Steven because, as soon as I can, without any date or a specific amount, becomes someday after all other responsibilities are met. This is in the event that Marcos gets a job and can pay, because there is also the possibility that he may not be able to pay any of the 3. In this case, Steven won't be able to buy his car, you won't have your emergency fund, and Benjamin will be left with bad teeth. For this reason, if someone asks you to borrow money, follow these 3 rules. 1. Lend only the amount of money you are willing to lose. If you are not willing to lose this money, don't lend at all. 2. If you decide to lend, specify the date and amount of the payments. Ideally, sign a promissory note contract if it is a considerably large amount and the repayment term is long. 3. Consider that the other person pays the interest. It is not a question of high interest rates, but rather that they are fair to maintain the value of the money over time. Also, paying interest is an incentive for the debtor to pay you on time. But if you definitely want to avoid problems, don't lend money. And if a friend or family member is really in need, instead of lending to them, consider giving away as much as you can. Thanks for joining us today. Remember, wise financial decisions can shape your future. If you found this video helpful, show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more valuable content. Your support helps us reach more viewers like you. Until next time, take care and make smart choices.